What's up, my diesel patchlings? I hope you're having a better day than I am. Recently, a YouTuber named Sensitive Society made an exposed video on me, and while I haven't watched it yet, I think I already know what this is about. But you have to hear me out before you watch this hit piece. Yes, the girl on Discord ended up being 11 years old, but she told me she was 13. So when you really think about it, it's her fault for lying. Now that you've heard my side of the story, let's have a look and see Sensitive Society do what he does best, spreading misinformation.
And I think I'm going to rip off one of my favorite YouTubers, Diesel Patches here. But with that said, let's just get into the tier list of some of my favorite and least favorite YouTubers.
Yeah, just forget everything I said at the beginning. It looks like Sensitive Suckscocks made a tier list and he threw my name in there. So today we're going to be looking at Sensitive Society's tier list and judging it from my objective perspective. And along the way, we're going to educate those who don't know how to place people in the correct category.
And I'm going to be brutally honest about these people. What are the metrics? My taste. With that said,
yeah, nice gameplay, buddy.
I like Naruto.
Fucking weeb.
Of course, I'm talking about a Cheeto. I think he's a good person. He's always been chill with me ever since he had like 10,000 subscribers. S tier, am I biased? Absolutely.
Personally, I'd put the commentary bros, Cheeto, Pegasus, and Jamari in B tier. Cool dudes, spoken to all three, but their content is alright, and they probably know it's just having fun and making that bank. I mean, they come in and do what they do best, which is talk about YouTube drama. Nothing really beyond that, though, and that's okay.
We gotta talk about the elephant in the room here. We gotta talk about Jalen. Yeah, retire, please.
I'd honestly put Jalen above these guys. Unironically, I would put Jalen in A tier. Fucking psychopath, but goddamn, they're funny. I mean, probably for the best, they don't upload anymore, but the Jalen cycle was one of the few times I got interested in YouTube commentary beef. Shit was hilarious, so Jalen, if you're watching this, thanks for the laughs.
Actually, I think I'm lower critical, so it makes the list a bit more exclusive.
Moist critical in B would make sense since he does tend to stretch his videos out longer than he needs to, but at least he covers more than just internet drama, you know what I mean? I think A tier is more accurate. The Act Man in A, I agree with that. I'd personally go for S tier along with Mr. B since he's a down-earth dude despite all the money he makes. Even though his thumbnails are a bit cringe, his actual videos are entertaining. Obviously, he has the production value to create these very unique scenarios. He has the personality of an entertainer, and as Sensitive Society said, he actually impacts real lives with his content.
You know, obviously, Nick's not green. Cancer?
Alright, I know Nick is Not Green has gotten in some sort of drama, and I feel like I have to watch a 5-hour docu-series to find out what that is, and that's never happening. But what I've seen from him, just from his videos, the content by itself, I could just smell the fucking smug from him. I've also learned that Nick and PP Ethan are friends, and that just makes too much sense. They're legit the smug liberal stereotype. Like, you're a young lad, but you act like you know everything and think it's edgy and cool to bash conservatives and Christians. It'd be funny if those weren't the only groups you aim for. Everyone else is off limits, apparently. Speaking of PP Ethan, I've only had one encounter with this individual, and that was when he covered my take on iDubbbz being a massive tool. I made my response video, and then his video magically disappeared. Alright, enough goofing around. Where the fuck am I being placed? I'm expecting a nice big spot in S tier.
Now, Diesel Patch. Content wise, I think a lot of his older content was cooler. All of that aside, I just like the content.
Yeah, you can go die. Don't like you anymore, don't fuck with you anymore. I hope Jalen comes down your chimney and pisses in your cereal.